Need to help our neighbors struggling with food insecurity.
And Feeding South Florida is one organization that provides for families in need year-round. And this week, they're celebrating a big milestone. Last year, the food bank was able to open its new community kitchen even during a pandemic. The kitchen is a game changer. It allows them to cook thousands of meals for members of the community, even specialized meals for people with eating restrictions.
Prior to the pandemic, we knew that many households were maybe just one emergency away from needing assistance. You know, whether it was one paycheck, whether it's a medical emergency or a car breaks down, you know, and I think this really highlighted that many people are in need of assistance and that the face of hunger might surprise you. The good news is anyone of all ages can get involved, whether it's donating monetarily, whether it's starting a food drive, whether it's coming to volunteer.
Well, the community kitchen also allows them to offer a culinary training program. It teaches people skills that they need to get a job in the food service industry. They also offer help with resumes and job searches. This Thursday, they'll be hosting a small in-person dinner at the community kitchen. 2 award-winning chefs will be on hand preparing meals for guests. And tonight, we're privileged to have one of those award-winning chefs with us. Lindsay Autry is here to chat live.
Yeah, she's a huge part of the community kitchen success so far. Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about the work with Feeding South Florida and why you felt it was important to get involved.
Yeah, so last summer, a little over a year ago now, the community kitchen opened in Boynton Beach, which is right in our backyard. And Feeding South Florida really wanted to do more than just produce the meals, but also to affect our community in a bigger way by training those that may not have access to go to hospitality school or culinary school. And so we developed a 16-week culinary training program. We're already in our second rotation, which is great because unfortunately we've lost our culinary and hospitality schools that we had here in our community. And this is a really great way to assist in developing the next generation of chefs and hospitality professionals.
Lindsay, you and I, David, we all go way back almost a decade. You've hosted the Food and Wine Festival here in Palm Beach for a number of years, participating in that and many other local events. You've got a number of restaurants that you have and that are slated to open soon. For those people that don't know you, I know a lot of us around here know you, but locally, but those that don't know you, where did your passion for cooking come from, and how did that translate into helping the community?
Well, even though we're in South Florida, the longer I talk, you can realize I'm not originally from here. But I grew up in North Carolina, and I grew up around food. My family had a peach orchard. I started cooking competitions when I was 9. And culinary school actually brought me to South Florida, and I've done nothing else my whole life. All I've ever done is cook. But Palm Beach has become my home. I've been a chef and a restaurateur in this area now for 13 years.
And Lindsay, I want to ask you, what can people do in their everyday lives to bring awareness to food insecurity and, of course, a way to help our neighbors on this National Good Neighbor Day?
I think one of the biggest ways is recognizing your food waste. You know, I think that we all go to the grocery store and we have these ambitions, myself as a chef included, and we maybe overbuy. I think it's important to plan what you're actually going to use when you're cook, because I think the first step to food insecurity starts in your own home. And if you happen to have anything left over, it's always great to donate either to your local food bank or any Feeding South Florida location. You can also host a food drive. You can donate monetarily if you wanted to. But there's so many ways, and you can find great information through feedingsouthflorida.org.
Well, there are still a handful of spots left for Thursday night's event. You can find more information at feedingsouthflorida.org. Chef Lindsay, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for everything you do for our community and for everything you do to help feed our community as well. We certainly appreciate it and your time tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Another